to another one of those, suspended Deputy National Director of Public Prosecutions, Nomgcobo Jiba, saying that she did not receive money from Bosasa. This claim was made by the controversial company's former executive, Angelo Agrizzi. Now, this morning, when that inquiry began, Jiba's legal team requested that the allegations from the State Capture Commission should not be used against her at the inquiry into her fitness to hold office. Meanwhile, the first witness at the Mokgoro inquiry is acting NPA head Silas Ramaite. Govan Whittle is tracking that story for us. Let's take you live to him now. Govan, good afternoon. Certainly interesting that Jiba's lawyers did not want these allegations that are being made against her at the Commission of Inquiry to come up at that commission, despite the fact that, of course, they speak directly to her fitness to hold office, because what we've heard is that she used this money as a means of ensuring that Bosasa did not face prosecution for the many charges that, or the many allegations that have been brought against them.
Certainly, Kathy, and the allegations that were published over the weekend were described here as highly prejudicial to an atmosphere of fairness which could be created at this inquiry into the fitness to hold office of the suspended Deputy National Director of Public Prosecutions, Nomgcobo Jiba, and the suspended Special Director of Public Prosecutions, Lawrence Mkhwebi. But as you said earlier, she has stated now publicly that she did not receive any money from Bosasa, and that she had acted with due diligence at all times while performing her duties. But we are joined now by the legal representatives for Advocate Nomgcobo Jiba, Advocate Zola Majavu, just to clarify to us exactly what their response is. But first of all, Advocate Majavu, what was your client's initial reaction to this weekend's reports and the allegations against her?
I can confirm that my client has taken note of the allegations insofar as they refer to her. I've also been instructed that she was formally invited by the Zondo Commission investigators, and she had a formal meeting with them on Thursday. The purpose thereof was to alert her of these impending allegations. However, as matters stand now, she is yet to receive formal notification from the Commission, and also the extent to which she may or may not be implicated. But she has indicated to the Commission investigators that as and when she is required to appear before the Commission, she will do so without any hesitation. In fact, she's quite eager to go and clear her name, and she stated on record that she denies those allegations very emphatically, and we placed that before this particular inquiry before Judge Mokgoro, so that her attitude and her approach towards these allegations is placed on record quite upfront, and the judge indicated that her concerns are duly noted.
So we do know that the evidence leader for this inquiry has indicated that she plans to request the affidavit to see what bearing it has on this inquiry. From your perspective, how does the revelations over the weekend and the affidavit of Mr. Agrizzi impact on this inquiry?
Look, it's not evidence before the Commission, and the evidence leader, to her credit, did indicate that it is not the evidence that is before the Commission. As and when she receives it, it will be shared with us, and then we'll know what to comment on. But like I'm saying, my instructions are that my client denies any such involvement. What we do find very curious is the timing. On the eve of her appearance before another duly established inquiry by presidential proclamation, then these things get thrown out there. It is as if someone is deliberately trying to create an impression that she is not a good person, even before a properly constituted inquiry that is meant to look into her fitness to hold office. But I have advised her not to allow herself to be defocused. Let us focus our attention on this inquiry, and as and when she is called upon to go before the Zondo inquiry, she stated that she will go there, but it's unfortunate that she's already starting on a back foot.
From when your legal team responded to the evidence leader indicating she would request the affidavit, they said that it is highly prejudicial, the reports over the weekend, to an atmosphere of fairness. Do you still believe that the impartiality of this inquiry as well remains intact?
No, look, we've got no reason to doubt the impartiality of this inquiry. However, the fact does still remain that the atmosphere that is created, if left unchecked, it can lead to a situation that is not conducive to a fairness-driven process. But we've got absolutely no reason to doubt the impartiality of this inquiry, or even the Zondo inquiry for that matter. But of course, we'll be remiss in our job if we do not state our client's displeasure about the manner in which these things are dealt with extracurrial. She is here before an inquiry. She will go before the Zondo, and she'll go before any other tribunal, as long as people must learn to respect her rights as well. She's got absolutely no difficulty, and for the record and for avoidance of doubt, she has absolutely no queries with the impartiality of this particular inquiry, and she'll continue to participate. And when she does get a chance, I think on or about the 6th of February, she will then take to the stand and have her say.
Thank you so much. That's Advocate Zolama Javu, the legal representative for Advocate Nomgcobo Jiba, here at the inquiry into her fitness to hold office, as well as the Special Director of Public Prosecutions, Lawrence Mkhwebi. So, Kathy, that was the beginning of this inquiry, but after that we heard from the Acting National Director of Public Prosecutions, Silas Ramaite, and he spoke on the NPA's policy and processes. And one of the points that stuck out there was under which circumstances does the prosecutor then decide to drop the case or pursue it and go to trial. Some differences between the two sides, but it seems in the end the evidence leaders were arguing that when a prosecutor is not sure of the case's strength, they should leave it up to the court to decide, whereas the legal representatives for Advocates Mkhwebi and Jiba argued that the prosecutors need to be very sure before that they can decide whether or not to scrap the case or take it to trial. That, of course, in relation to matters such as the Johan Boyson charges of racketeering and the spy tapes matter involving former President Jacob Zuma.
All right, Kathy. Govan. All right, let's leave it there for this afternoon. We'll stay with another inquiry that, of course, got underway this morning. The Commission of Inquiry into alleged impropriety, this time at the Public Investment Corporation. So the quest for truth certainly continuing in different parts of the province this morning. You're watching eNCA now. I'll have more details after the short break.